All right. All right, Your Excellency. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, all of our students. We want to welcome you officially to our day 6 class, which is starting now. We are blessed to have you, and we also understand that yes, that you have a lot of things to do. Please, we want to appeal as the class has started. Always know that whenever you come to a class of this nature, you have to prepare your mind for questions and answers, and you have to prepare to write. Please make yourself available. When question is being asked, answer it correctly, and ensure that everything you are doing in today's class is absolutely okay. While we await other people to join us, thank you and continue your class. God bless you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I do not take your this opportunity for granted because I know how important it is for us to come together and also to learn. I do not take anything for granted. So I want to say thank you so much for giving me that opportunity. And I believe that today's lesson will be a benefit and also add value to every one of us. So, on behalf of myself, my family, and also from Y.Y.C.I International, where Dr. Lonson is also one of our key leaders, I want to say thank you for trusting us and trusting me particularly to come back and also share on this platform. The topic for today is a very, very, very crucial topic that I believe that every one of us should understand it better so that you will know exactly what you are doing and also to be able to be motivated to do more for the for your leadership. Okay. So once again, thank you so much. I acknowledge and I express my gratitude to Dr. Lonson Tom, the founder of Prestige Croson Consulting Firm, PCCF, and the organizer of this diploma in leadership and management. I do not take this for granted, and I want to say thank you for always trusting me to come again and also to teach on this platform. So this is just a brief about me. So I believe, and this kind of course is also part of what we're doing at Y.Y.C.I International, because particularly myself, I've been experiencing 45 years of inspiring, empowering, motivating, and also mentorship. Maybe some of the coaching, but we will know the difference between coaching and mentorship in a very short while. So I also want to let you know that we've gone through authorship masterclass. If you are interested, you can join us. And one of the book that is coming up very shortly is the book on mentorship, the mindset for mentoring. And I believe that I will be teaching a little bit from that book. So today's focus is motivation, coaching, and mentorship. So please be prepared. I'm not going to be the only one doing this course. So there will be time when I will be asking questions. There will be time I will be expecting you to also contribute. So we are all learning together. I want to learn from you as well as learning from me. So motivation, coaching, and mentoring. These three pillars remain fundamental to building high-performing team, strengthening organizations' culture, and sustaining impactful leadership in today's dynamic and evolving environment. Very, very important. I'm still learning. I'm not expert with my slides, but just bear with me. So when we're talking of this pillar impact, we're going to be working on mentorship, coaching, and motivation. one-on-one and group mentorship to guide individuals in discovering their purpose. So firstly, before you can venture into mentoring, coaching, and motivation, who are you? Very, very important that you know your strength. Very, very important that you know your purpose. Are you being called, or have you been mastered on this area of mentorship and coaching? Life and career coaching that builds resilience, confidence, and clarity. Do you have what it takes to mentor people? Do you know what it takes to coach and also to motivate yourself first before you motivate others? So leadership mentoring for youth men, women, and professionals is very, very important. Okay, let's move on quickly. Okay, so the first one we are going to talk about, let me just put this here. The first one we're going to talk about, let me also say, okay, let me say, is teachers and mentors, because what we want us to do in this our teaching today, because I know you will know the points, you will know all the principles of mentoring, coaching, and also motivating. But I want to lead you in a journey of applying it. How do you apply it in various leadership and also in various industry? So I have picked up something called teachers and mentors. So let's work together and gain better understanding. Some of you might be teachers, you can be teachers, you can be leaders. So this is very important. So beyond instruction towards transformation, in the journey of growth, whether academic, professional, or personal, there are two who leave lasting imprint on our lives. Two of the most influential are teachers and mentors. Every one of you, you've gone through the valley or the canal or the tunnel of a teacher before you become where you are, before you become who you are today, and before you get to where you are today. You've gone through the teachers, because that one is common. But do you know that teachers and mentors work together? Teachers can be mentors can be teachers. But let's just go on. So, while both play essential roles in shaping individuals, their method, relationship, and lasting impact are fundamentally different. Yes, a teacher is an architect of knowledge. They work within structure, system, like classroom, syllabus, and define time frames to deliver information, build skills, and ensuring learners meet specific academic or technical goals. So teachers are often evaluated by how effectively they transfer knowledge. When I talk of teachers, I'm also talking about your parents. When I'm talking about teachers, I'm talking about the elders in the family. It could be your siblings, their senior ones. It could even be your juniors. So, teachers are often evaluated by how effective they transfer knowledge, how well students perform in tests, and how thoroughly concepts are understood. For example, what I'm doing now is teaching. So this is the kind of thing that I'm supposed to have in mind. So their role is critical, especially in fundamental learning, while discipline, accuracy, and clarity are the key for teachers. So let's move on then. What is mentor? A mentor, however, steps beyond the boundary of instructions. The teachers can set up the instructions, but mentors step beyond the boundary of instructions. So, a mentor doesn't merely deliver knowledge, okay? So you don't expect the mentor to give you everything. What the mentors will do, they walk with a path with you. to gain the knowledge, apply the knowledge, and be successful to fulfill your purpose on earth. Okay? They walk the path with you. Their wisdom comes not just from the book, but from experience. For example, if you ask me today, which book is really going to make you to be successful, I will tell you, for me, it's not one particular book. You have to read more different books for you to get. And then what the book you are reading is going to relate with what you are building, what you are gaining, and where you want to go, and who you want to become. Okay, so their wisdom comes not just from books, but from experience. Many experiences, I just told you earlier. I have 45 years of experience of whatever I've gained in terms of relationship, in terms of leadership, in terms of transformation, in terms of mindsets, and many more. So we come to you, walk with you in your path with our wisdom and also our experiences, not necessarily our knowledge. So they offer guidance, encouragement, feedback, and sometimes gentle correction, all tailored to unique needs of the mentees. The mentoring relationship is built on trust, mutual respect, and shared growth. It is less about teaching what to think more than about helping someone learn how to think, choose wisely, and grow confidently. All these things we will learn, we will cover more of this as we go on. So where teachers often engage many students at once, mentors are focused. That is why you won't see many people that are bleeding. Teachers can go to the class and have more than 50 in the class. You understand? But when it comes to mentors, it could be only 10 people are mentoring at the same time. So offering a personalized connection that grows over time. The teacher says, here is the materials. Learn it. That is the work of the teachers. They will prepare themselves, prepare the lectures, come to the class or anywhere, any platform, and say, here it is. Learn it. Well, but the mentors will say, here is what I've learned. Let's grow together. Have you know the difference now? Let me repeat that. The teacher says, here is the materials. Learn it. Well, the mentor says, here is what I've learned. Learn to grow together. As time goes on, you will now understand, because I know we're talking about we're talking about mentors, coach, and then motivation. But as time goes on, you will know that some of the things I've said now about teachers is similar to coach, because that is what they do. But I don't want to bore you too much. Let's move on. Mentorship is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Integrating structured mentoring programs into schools provides students with access to guidance, support, and real-world insight that formal teaching alone cannot offer. It creates safe space for learners to ask questions they might not raise in the classroom. There's some questions that I have to deal with that are not, you cannot raise it in the classroom. You cannot even raise it sometimes. Maybe you don't feel that confidence. You might not even raise it in front of your parents. But mentors are there. They have an open heart. They have a very large heart. And they are willing to answer your questions based on their own wisdom and experience. So, it creates safe space for learners to ask questions they might not raise in the classroom. They might not even express doubt they may hide from peers from, like I said, from peers, from their parents, and explore ambitions that go beyond their academic performance. Mentors do not stay at the level of a teacher. The teacher will come and they will teach you and they move on. Mentors will go with you all the way around. Okay, let's move on. So I'm going to put this thing down and I would like us to talk about what we've said so far. What do you understand by teachers and mentor? In a world full of instructions, mentorship about transformation is about transformation. It's not limited by age, profession, or setting. A mentor could be a senior colleague, a life coach, a spiritual leader, or even someone who sees potentials in you that you haven't yet discovered in yourself. Teachers shape the mind. Mentors shape the journey. Please don't forget that. Maybe some of you are teachers. Maybe some of you are parents. Maybe some of you are coach. Teachers shape the mind with the knowledge, where mentors shape the journey with their wisdom and experience. So while a good teacher gives you tools to succeed, a great mentor helps you understand what that tools is all about for you to succeed. Success means to you. You understand? So the teachers will give you all the tools you will need for you to study, to succeed. But the mentors will guide you through to make you to understand. And that is why we always fight this, we mentors, that there should be mentorship guide curriculum, and there should be mentorship program in school curriculum. Because that is one of the key reasons why the problems we are facing in the world now. Majority finish up university, and for 2 or 3 years, there's no job. Because they are not properly guided. They've been bombarded with the knowledge that even some of them does not even understand. And what you don't understand, you can't apply. And then when they come out of the university, there's no job because they cannot fit in the society. Yeah? So while a good teacher gives you tools to succeed, which that is very good, we need it. Without these tools, we cannot succeed. And they discipline us for us to be in that career. A great mentor helps you understand what success means to you. That is the time that the mentor should know you better, your strength, your weakness. Imagine for a teacher teaching 50 people in the class. It will not be easy, and she have to follow the policy, she has to follow the procedure, she have to meet up with the criteria. So will we have time to be coming closer to know you better? No. So that one is to deliver what the mentors needs to mentor you through. That is why you can see that the teachers might not be paid accordingly. But the mentors, if you need a real mentors, you have to be ready to invest. Because when you invest and you pay the mentor, you are investing into your life because he will go through with you in your path of life. So both are valuable, but mentorship is often the bridge between the knowledge, the wisdom, and the potential and purpose. I say that again. Both teachers and mentors are very valuable, but mentorship is often the bridge between knowledge and wisdom and between potentials and purpose. So on this note, a school-based mentoring programs offers personalized development. Every student learns differently because we are all different. My own strength is different from your own strength. My weakness is different from yours. My own capacity of my brain is different from yours. The way we can comprehend what is being taught is different. Some people are quick. I mean, like me, I'm not as quick as that. But then when I spend time to want to understand it and understand it better, I can do better than the person that grab it fast and quick. Because during the time of my waiting, I might be thinking critically, and from there, more ideas can come my way. So mentors help students discover their strength, work through their weaknesses, and build confidence in their unique identity. I hope you are following me. So, career and life readiness. While teachers prepare students for exams, mentors prepare them for life. Please understand that. While teachers, coach, and every other person, while they prepare us to do the exam, the assessment, the test, mentors prepare them for life, because there is always life after school. So you are going into the deep end. Majority of our students, they don't even know what life is all about. So when they now come out, they are facing the world. And they will say, oh my God, is this how it is? Oh yes. But when the mentors are there already guiding you through during your study, during your career, during your development, during your building and learning, the mentors are there with you to guide you through according to your own gifts, your talents, your skills, your weakness, and also your strength. So they will be able to guide you through that. By the time you finish your school or your school, your secondary school, even primary school, you've already know who you are, and whatever you are doing is in line of who you are and your purpose. Only the mentors can do that. For example, somebody teaching you chemistry or biology, somebody teaching you mathematics and English. Will they have time to guide you through? No. Their own is to deliver the knowledge. The mentor is the one to help you, to guide you through. That is why some people might go to university, spend 5 years, 4 years in university, and then to come out to realize that they are confused. They don't even know what to do. Even some people change careers after university. But when the mentor is there right from the beginning, they will be able to walk with you, walk through, and they'll be able to give you a better understanding that even before you finish, you've already know what you're going to become. So emotional and social support as well, like adolescents, is filled with questions, transitions, and emotional challenges. A mentor offers a listening ears, which the teachers will not be able to, because they are coping with 35 students in the class, and they have a lot of paperwork to prepare according to the curriculum. But a mentor offers a listening ears, emotional stability, and positive reinforcement, filling the gap often missed by academic and family alone. Character building and leadership. Mentorship cultivates integrity, resilience, responsibility, and empathy, because they will always put themselves in your shoe. Not really necessary that they know you all, or they know what you are developing, but they will always be there to listen. They will always be there to be honest with you. They will always want to build the trust, so that there will be trust between you and your mentees, or trust between you and your mentors. So these are not just desirable traits. They are essential for leadership, citizenship, and even success beyond school walls. Because school is a place of discipline. But after discipline, what next? You go from nursery school to primary school, from primary school to secondary school, from secondary school to academic, from academic to university. So it's a place of discipline yourself, place of gaining knowledge as much as you can. But mentors will be there to help you through. So, and this also can reduce dropout and behavioral issues. Because by the time people enter into university, rush into university to choose their courses, and then at the middle of it, they're asking themselves, why am I here? What's the point of doing this? But then when the mentor is in place, the mentors can give you more than 100 reasons why you should study. And that will motivate you to keep going on. But if you are, that is why you see a lot of people dropping out, because there was no mentor, nobody to walk them through, nobody to enlighten them more. That the course you are doing is very important for the future. It's the foundation of life. So you can't say, oh, I'm not going to school. You have to. Another thing I also discovered, maybe I should just give you that one free of charge. In my own journey, I realized that when people come to you and say, I didn't go to school and I'm successful, check that out. Guess what? They didn't go to school, but they are learning more than those people that are going to school. Oh, yes. They spend hours and hours studying, researching. That is school on its own. It might not be in the four wall corners of a classroom, but they are studying. So when they now come to you and say, oh, I didn't go to school and I'm successful. No, that's not the truth. It's not true. They're also studying, probably studying more than what you were studying. Because in your own case, you focus on a particular subject. In their own case, there's so many things they have to study. For example, they have to study how to build a relationship. They have to study how to communicate effectively. They have to study how to lead. They have to study how to convince the customers. So they need to know more about the customers. They need to know about their employees. They need to know about the organization. They need to know the strategy to use. So they are learning broadly. So it's not that they are completely out of the learning scope. So a mentor offers a listening skill. So I really, it's reduced dropout and behavioral issues. Study around the world shows that students involved in mentoring program are more engaged, less likely to drop out, and less prone to behavior problem. So if you are in school, stay in school and study. But the only thing you just want to make yourself is make sure that at least you know your purpose, you know who you are, and you know the reason why you are doing that course. Because many people don't know. They just do it maybe because of the peer pressure. They just go to university maybe because of the influence of their parents. They just choose that particular subject maybe to please their parents, and so many more. So you need to know your why, you need to know who you are, and you need to know your purpose. And this is the works of the mentor to guide you through, to ask you so many questions. Okay, let me now calm down. This is just a summary, and I've just used the teachers and the mentorship as a scenario, which I believe as time goes on, you will now know how to connect the teachers to the coaching. Okay, let me ask you questions, and I want you to quickly to quickly write something for me on the platform quickly because we have limited time. The question is, what do you understand by the work of a teacher? And what do you understand by the work of a mentor? Now that I've just explained to you, what do you understand by mentor and teacher? Simple as that. So, Mr. Osai Chinemelu, are you writing? Are you typing for me? Mr. Sunday Nelson, are you typing? Because my chat box is empty, is nothing is rolling. So I'm waiting. Mr. Ali Kamara, can you please respond to me quickly? The simple thing, the meaning of teacher, if you can compare, that's fine. The meaning of a teacher and a mentor. I just explained it to you for the past 30 minutes or so. So please, can somebody just quickly respond? Mr. Vincent Jala, Mr. Marvelous Jala, are we all with me? Or your mind is in the party you want to go to later today? You know, please let us engage our mind in this place. I don't see anybody responding to me yet. I hope you are all with me. We are not just uh, here and you are not there. Okay, Mr. Ali, thank you so much for breaking the bridge. Basically, a teacher imparts knowledge to someone, while a mentor guides and walks through a mentee on his or her life journey. Thank you so much. Any other person? We have about 8 people, including myself, on this platform. I want to hear from you. Just a simple thing we are teaching. I would like to teach in a simple things in life so people can understand, and then they will also be able to assess. Mrs. Gloria Lonson, thank you so much. A teacher shaped the mind of the students with knowledge, while the mentors shape the journey with experience. Amazing. Thank you so much. Mr. Marvelous Jala, a teacher is one who provides you with all of the instructions that you may need to go down a certain path, while the mentor, on the other hand, help you deeply understand and apply all of those instructions in the most relevant way. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm still waiting for others. Mr. Vincent Jala, are you here with us? I'm still waiting for Mr. Y.Y.C.I. Okay. So please, I want everybody to contribute because I'm learning as well from you. Be my teacher as well as I'm your teacher. So I'm still waiting for Mr. Y.Y.C.I. Oh, thank you so much, sir. The inner drive or external influence that encourages a person to take action and achieve goals. That is motivation, a structured process where help. A coach helps an individual improve specific skills, yes, performance through guidance, feedback, and goal setting, yes. And then mentorship, a developmental relationship in which an experienced person provides advice, support, and knowledge to help someone grow personally and professionally. Yes, absolutely. And you've already given us the icing cake on our topic for today. Thank you so much, Dr. Alonson Tom. So, what about others? Mr. Y.Y.C.I, I'm still waiting. Mr. Sunday Nelson, I'm still waiting. So please, I would like you to contribute to what we continue our journey again. So, tailored leadership development program for community, organization, and nation. International conference, symposium, and training to equip leaders with values, vision, and integrity, advocating for ethical leadership, good governance, and positive influence in public and private sector. And that is what we are all learning today. Okay, so let us move on quickly. But another scenario that I want to share with you. Let me come out of that. So another scenario that I want to share with you. Let me go there quickly. Thank you so much. I'm still waiting for Mr. Y.Y.C.I because the more you understand, the more we can move forward. So I'm still waiting for Mr. Y.Y.C.I to type something for us, and Mr. Sunday Nelson. Please keep typing, responding while I continue my teaching. Okay. Okay. So strategies for mentoring the youth. Remember, we just focus on teachers and mentor. Now we've moved on to another stage. We're just looking at the study. We're just looking at the case studies. The first one was teachers and mentors. Now we want to look at, that is my key area, mentoring the youth. Okay, mentoring the youth is not just a noble duty. It's a powerful calling. I'm also learning from this because if you think it's easy to mentor any human being, please think twice. You really need to study more, gain more experience. Even though I'm 45, I have experience of 45 years, I'm still learning myself. So mentoring the youth is not just a noble duty, it's a powerful calling. Oh yes, it's about seeing beyond what is obvious, hearing beyond what is spoken, and nurturing the seed of greatness buried deep in the heart of young people. As mentors, leaders, and guides, our role is not to impose, but to inspire, not to dictate, but to empower. Did you hear? The role of a mentor is not to impose. I cannot impose my skills, my knowledge. I cannot impose it on anybody, but I can inspire. That's why I'm an inspirational leader. I can inspire them. And at the same time, I can empower them. And that is what we're doing in Y.Y.C.I International. So this generation is not short of potentials. They are full of knowledge. They have the energy. They have the power. They have greatness in them. They are gifted. But you are there to inspire them. And when you inspire, is to bring out the leadership out of them, to motivate them, to inspire them, to let them see more than what they are seeing, to let them look deeply in them and know that they are great, they have greatness in them, to let them know that they are future leaders, but everything they will need to lead is already in them, to awakening the sleeping in them. That is the work of a leader or a mentor. So this generation is not short of potentials. Even while you are doing that, you are building their confidence. You are creating a platform for them to learn, creating a platform for them to develop themselves, creating a platform for them to excel and to do exploit. So it's hungry for direction. And our strategy must be intentional, purposeful, and transformative. Now you can see the nature of how I'm doing my own job. Because that is exactly, so that is why sometimes when you see me saying that this have to be done, I'm not imposing. I'm only saying that you have it already. And I need to empower and inspire you to let you know yourself that yes, you are. And yes, you can. So that is part of the potential. So, but let me be honest with you. Mentoring is not for joke at all. It's not. Mentoring. It's not for the faint-hearted. It demands consistent. And that is why Dr. Lonson has started this PCCF almost 4 years or 5 years or even more than that. And consistently is making sure of bringing people up, bringing the lecturers, bringing the experts to come and teach on this platform. I can even say that Dr. Lawson is also a mentor because he's creating a platform for you to excel, platform for you to learn, platform for you to gain, platform for you to experience, platform for you to go from one level to another level. So it's a consistent. And another thing is patience. We have to be patient enough. Patient because time heals. You don't rationalize when you are mentoring. You have to be patient with them. Remember, they're human beings, different human beings. And they have their own behaviors, they have their own habits, they have their own lifestyle. So you are coming in to bring out the greatness in them and to help them through. Maybe some of them have already given up on themselves. Maybe some of them, because of what they've said to them, that they cannot achieve, they cannot do this, they cannot amount to anything. And you comes as a mentor and say, all the things they're saying is their own opinion. You are greatness in you. You have greatness in you. You are special. You are gifted. And there are some gifts and talents in you that you haven't discovered. But guess what? Sometimes a lot of us, we go to stadium to watch other people demonstrating their gifts and talents. But if the mentor is not there to guide them through, if they themselves do not know who they are, they will just be folding their arms and rolling over the place and walking around the streets and doing nothing. But they discovered who they are. They have a fantastic parents that is guiding them, that is mentoring them. They have teachers that is bringing knowledge. They have mentors that is helping them through. So every young person we encounter is a story waiting to rewriting a destiny needed, a push, and a light that must be shown how to shine. That's the work of a mentor. That's my work. So it's like I'm showing you what I do. I will take you through powerful strategy for mentoring the youth, not the kind you find in academic journal, but the kind born from the real life experiences, from walking the street of purpose, from leading the team, building dreams, and holding the hands of those who were on the loss, those that don't know their left and right, those that they don't know what life is all about. So you are holding their hands and you're saying, yes, you can do it. One of our testimonies in Yes You Can International is to see that majority of these youth and even some leaders, including myself, we have moved from one level to another level. Some of us that they think that we cannot do it, now we are doing it. Some of us that think that we are just nobody, now we are somebody. Some of us that think, oh, it is too hard, now we are changing the scenario and we are taking steps. We have turned all the obstacles, all the challenges, we've turned it to opportunities. That is the work of a mentor. So let's move on. You can't mentor someone who doesn't trust you. Oh, yes. That's number one. So one of you know, remember we're talking about the strategy. Let me remind you. We're talking about the strategy. Okay? And I mentioned to you the reasons, the introductions and the reasons why we need to know these strategies. So now we are going into it one by one. And the first one is build trust before you teach. As a mentor, build trust before you teach. Why? You cannot mentor someone who doesn't trust you. Oh, yes. You have to build the rapport. And that is what relationship is all about. Build relationship. Let them know you more. And then know them more. Let them know your stand. Let them know what you believe. Let them know you. Let them know how you work, what you stand for. Once they understand that, they will build trust. And they will be able to open up because that's what you need. If they don't speak to you, you cannot help them. If they are not narrating the story of their lives, you cannot help them. If you don't know what they want, you cannot help them. So, but you need to build that trust. And that's the truth. You cannot mentor someone who doesn't trust you. Youth are not drawn by titles. You might have all this like on the screen, you have Professor, Dr. Queen, blah, 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 blah. They're not interested. It's not a big deal to them. It's just a paper, it's just a title. Title take you nowhere. Or your accomplishment, what you've achieved so far. That's why you don't see me regularly, and I always discourage my mentees. Don't go over there and be carried away with all these titles, all these positions, all these certificates. Don't be carried. And that is why Dr. Lawson also always says it on this platform. It's not about certificate. Certificate is just an evidence that you went through the studies. But what did you do? What have you learned? What did you understand? And how are you applying it? If you're applying it at all into your life and your leadership. That's the most important thing. So they are not drawn on that. They're drawn on authenticity. You, your real life. They want to see you to come. Don't come and give us the fake look. We want to know you better. Don't come and tell us what is unrealistic. Don't come and tell us that this and this and this. What about you? What have you experienced yourself that you want to now come and mentor me? That's the question in their minds. They want to know if you care before they care about what you know. Do you care at all? That's why the first strategy must be relationship before instructions. And in Y.Y.C.I International, for the past 5 years, even as we are moving on, we always bounce back to relationship matters. We've written so many books on it. We've done so many conferences on it. Relationship matters in lives, in your leadership, in your career, in professionally, and even your personal relationship matters. So they want to know before you now start instructing them, before you now give them ideas. What's your relationship? So to build trust, be present genuinely. So when they are speaking to you, listen attentively to understand. Not when they were sharing and opening up and expressing themselves and your mind is somewhere else. Keep promises no matter how small it is. And maybe I should add to it, be careful when you promise. So don't promise what you can't fulfill. It brings integrity and trust. Listen without judging. Oh, yes. That is very, very important. Mentors shouldn't be judging. Even if you know yourself that that thing is right. I mean, that thing is wrong. Whatever that person is doing is wrong. There must be a way you can be more diplomatic and frame it and look at it in a better way. And has a very good structure to be able to correct the person. But no judging. Because you that is a mentor also, you are not perfect. You are still learning. You are still developing yourself. You are still transforming your leadership. So judging will not help the person you are mentoring. But there is a way to frame it. I mean, like for this, for example, in a business terms, they won't say that you don't know this, you don't know this. No, they will say area of development. That is the statement they will make in business sector. They will not just trash you down and say, you know nothing. No. They will say, you've done so well in this area, but there's still areas of development. And that will bring confidence and willing to want to know the areas to develop. And then share part of your own stories. Yes. Your fears, your failures, your mistakes, your falling down, your everything, and your faith. Share it with them so that they can know your stand, so that they can know you are real, you are human, so that they know that you too, you failed before, so that they will know that you fear some things, so that they know your faith. What's your background? What do you base your teaching about? Who do you believe? Who is, like me, I'm a Christian, I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. So they need to know so that they will know where you are coming from, the angle you are coming from. So the more real you are, the more respective they become. And trust creates the bridge that truth can walk on. Let's move on to the next one. Focus on identity before capacity. One mistake many mentors make is to rush into skills development when they are mentoring their mentees. Writing, coding, speaking, branding, without helping the youth first discover who they are. Remember, every of my conferences and masterclass, that is the one the very first question I always ask, who are you? Do you know who you are? Do you know your potentials? Do you know your purpose? Do you know your skills? Do you know why you are doing what you are doing? Very important. So a young person who doesn't know who they are will either underperform or live trying to impress others. Oh yes, and that is so common among the youth. Even we adults, some of our adults as well. So true mentorship starts with identity. Help them understand their core values. Guide them in identifying their natural strengths and speak affirmative that anchor them in self-beliefs. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can achieve it. No matter be the case, you just keep on raising their hopes up and stay on positive. When a young person knows who they are, they don't settle for less. Oh yes, because it boosts their energy, it boosts their confidence. And as a leader, that's what you need. You boost the confidence of your team members, boost the confidence of those that are following you, boost the confidence of those that you are mentoring, and even your students. Okay, then the third one, speak vision into their lives. Every one of us has a dream. We have to dream, and then we have to dream big. So we have to have a vision. They said the man perished because of the lack of vision. Do you have a vision? So you have to ask them, do you have a dream? Do you have a vision? Do you have an aspiration? Do you have purpose? What are seeds? When spoken with power and intention, they grow into mindset and habit. But if you don't have vision, you can't speak, you can't grow, you can't feed your mind. So it's very, very important. I won't dwell too long on that, but you can see from the slide. Then the next one is be a living example, not a perfect one. We are not perfect. Be a living example. Always make them know that you also can make mistakes. So that's the fourth one. Be a living example, not a perfect one. The fifth one, teach them to think, not just follow. That's the place you can help them. You can help them to build a constructive, a creative, a critical business thinking, a constructive thinking, a creative thinking. Let them think, ask them questions. Don't just give them the principles. No, ask them questions. What do you think? Why do you believe that? How will you solve things? One of the things that I've cultivated recently, especially between me and my PA, anytime I make some instructions, what will last it is, what do you think? Because I also want him to think. Because I might say, this is what we will do, I might be wrong, or it might not be the right time to do it. So I have to ask my PA, what do you think? So teach them to think, not just follow. These 5 strategies, I want us to learn it because I'm going to ask you questions to list all this strategy. Then the 6th one, create opportunities, not just advice. And yes, you can international. Everyone, I mean, some of you that I know that knows me, and including Dr. Lonson, we create opportunity for others so that they will come and connect, they come and learn, they come and share. We create opportunity for them to be empowered to write books and publish, empowered for them to speak on a global platform, empowered to meet and connect with others, empower. Then the 7th one, balance compassion with accountability. Okay, so with what I have discussed so far, which is the strategy for mentoring the youth, and you can also use it for mentoring anybody. So may I ask those 7 points that somebody should please help me to write it on the chat box. I want every one of us that are still on the platform to please write the 7 strategies for mentoring the youth. And the same strategies, you can apply it for anybody you are mentoring. So let's work on that. 7 strategies. Who will go first? Thank you, Mr. Osai Chinemelu. A teacher is someone who provides teaching-based structure or specific syllabus, but a mentor is someone who carries you in all based on knowledge and experience. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Y.Y.C.I. So I'm asking the question again. What are the strategies of mentoring the youth or mentoring everyone? I hope you are still with me. So I've not heard anything from Mr. Sunday and Nelson, please. Can we quickly do that so that we can move on? Please, it's very important. Hello, Mr. Osai Chimeledu, Mr. Marvelous Jala, Mr. Ali Kamara, Miss Gloria Lonson, who is going to be the first to lead us. I just asked a question, the strategies of mentoring the youth. You can also apply it to anybody you are mentoring. 7 strategies, very, very important. Maybe I can help you. The first one is building trust. What is the next one? All right, I'm waiting. Are we all typing? I assume we are all typing. All my great leaders on the platform, Dr. Lonson, Mrs. Gloria, Mr. Marvelous, Mr. Osai, Mr. Ali, Mr. Sunday. I want somebody to break this, break it and start answering. Every one of us, I'm waiting. We still have a long way to go, and I want to finish as soon as possible. Please continue, please. I'm waiting. All my great leaders on the platform, let us learn together. I want to hear from you. It's just a recap and also to show us that we are following. So, who is going to be the first, second, the third, the fourth? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Hello. Thank you so much, Miss Gloria. Is that the only one you learned from is that the only one? I'm sure there are more. Please, you can list them. Thank you so much, Mr. Marvelous. Build trust. Yes, that is second. Thank you so much. Be a good listener and build trust. Very important. Any other person? We have 7. We've listed 7. So I'm waiting for us to quickly mention that for me. 7. Yes, build the trust. You've mentioned that. Okay.
Class. Just now,
Hello. Are you answering us or you are chatting behind in your background, Mr. Kamara? Okay, let me see what. Okay, Dr. Lonson, thank you so much, my great teacher. Build a trust. That's number 1. Lead by example. Number 2. Set clear goals together. Number 3. Encouraging critical thinking. Number 4. Thank you so much. Provide constructive feedback. Number 5. And 6. Expose them to opportunity. Yes, very important. And also number 7. Be patient and consistent. Yes. Mr. Y.Y.C.I, teach them to think, only to follow. Yes, thinking critical. Yeah, that's very important. Others I've not heard from. Who else? I'm still waiting for. Thank you so much, Dr. Lonson. Thank you so much, Mr. Marvelous. Thank you so much, Miss Gloria. And who else is going to contribute? Mr. Okay, teach them to think. All right. Thank you so much. Now let's move on quickly. Let me see the stage I am at the moment. All right. Okay, so now we've established the strategies of mentoring. Now let's go deep. So now we want to combine mentorship and coaching together. So please mute yourself, please, Mr. Camera. Okay, right. And I haven't heard anything from Mr. Camera. You are not okay. Yes, I've seen you now. Build trust, speak vision into their lives, Be a living example, not a perfect one. Teach them to think, not to follow. Create opportunities, not balancing compassion, balance compassion with accountability. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then Mr. Sunday, teach them humility and discipline. Very important. Okay, so let's move on again. So let's move on again to the next one. Next slide. Okay, so the next slide, we're going to talk about mentoring and coaching. Are they the same? Can somebody just shout out? Mentoring and coaching, are they the same? Can somebody just tell me? I just want you to just speak it loud. Are they the same? Or you want to write it on the chat box? Let me see my chat box. Mentoring and coaching, are they the same? Because we need to establish that. Are they the same? Please type on the chat box. They are not. Thank you. I want us to bring that in our minds, that coaching and mentor are not the same. Now let us read about them. Okay. So mentor. Right. With this one aside. So let's read it. Okay. Mentoring and coaching are not the same. Why do we say that? Let's go through this journey together. In today's dynamic personal and professional landscape, the need for developmental relationship has never been more critical. Among the most widely utilized frameworks are mentoring and coaching. Two approaches often use interchanges in casual discourse, yet fundamentally distinct in purpose. They are different from purpose, structure, methodology, and outcome. While both aims to facilitate growth in the lives of people, their path, their philosophies, and impact differ significantly. They are very, very different. Understand these differences is vital for individual, organization, and institution committed to fostering attentive and effective development. So in a short terms, we will say that despite the fact that mentoring and coaching are not the same, we still need both in our development, both personally and professionally. So let's now look into this all. So let's define. As heart of distinction lies intent and focus. Mentoring is a relationship-oriented process in which a more experienced individual, that is the mentor, offers guidance, support, and wisdom to a less experienced person, the mentee, over an extended period. It is holistic, often addressing career development, personal growth, and life decisions. The mentors share their experience, often insights, and networks, helping the mentees navigate their own journey. That means my own journey will not be like your own journey, or mentee's journey will not be like the mentor's journey. You have your own path. The only thing the mentor will do is to guide you through, to share experience, and for you to learn from those experience and wisdom to do your own part. In contrast, coaching is typically a performance-driven and goal-oriented interaction, where a coach facilitates learning through structures, inquiry, active listening, and strategic feedback. The coach does not necessarily need experts in the coach's field. Instead, they use skillful questioning and reflective dialogue to empower the coaches to find solutions, develop competency, and achieve specific objectives. Let's move on. So, in terms of philosophical foundation, mentoring is rooted in the wisdom tradition. Its origin traces back to Homer Odyssey, where mentors was a trusted guide to the young telemators. Mentoring lean on the transfer of experience, storytelling, and the cultivation of identity. It assumes that the mentor has walked through the similar, not really necessarily the same, but similar path and can illuminate the way forward for the mentee. Let me say something about this. Sometimes, for example, you might be looking the area of developing your relationship. So the mentors that you need that can guide you through that relationship is the mentor that you need to look for. For example, you want to be an architect or you want to be an engineer. Despite the fact that you still need a mentor for your own personal development, you also need another mentor that have gone through that path that will also give you some guidance in order for you to be successful in that area. So that means you can have more than one mentors. I have so many mentors in my life. Pastoral mentors, coaching mentors, leaders mentors, and many more. So mentors was a guide, so in this way that permanent, like I said, but in terms of coaching, is grounded in a humanistic psychology and adult learning theory, particularly influenced by thinkers such as Carl Rogers and John Whitmore. It is based on the premise that individuals are capable of solving their own problems when given the right environment and the question. That is the work of the coaching. So coaching promotes self-directed learning in the areas of your career or in the areas of your choice of career, and sees the coach as a facilitator, not an instructor. Okay? So that means they will be there to facilitate how you can go about that thing you want to learn about or develop. So they are the one to help you to set up. They can either guide you or do it for you to set up a goals that you need to achieve at a certain time. That is coaching for you. Okay. Then scope and focus. What are they focusing on? Mentoring, developmental and relational mentoring encompasses a broad spectrum, including professional advancement, work-life integration, leadership identity, ethical dilemma. The mentor-mentee's relationship is often informal, deeply personal. That's why we don't work 9 to 5. It is informal. I mean, take for instance, because of me being a global mentor, I can receive a phone call maybe 2 o'clock a.m. here in UK, and the person might be 5 p.m. in their own country. So that is why I have to be there, because they might want to ask a certain questions, they want a guidance, they need their advice. Like for example, one of my leaders from Pakistan, their time is different from mine. And he's a key leader that is governing almost 1,000 plus organizations under him. So when he now calls me around 1 o'clock a.m. our own time to ask for advice, so that is it. So the mentee-mentee's relationship have to be informal, not a certain way, deeply personal, and may extend for months or even years. The focus is on the person as a whole, not just their skills, but their values, their motivations, and sense of purpose. Let's see what coaching will do. Coaching, tactically and task-oriented coaching, usually target specific skills or performance outcomes. It is often short-term or project-based. So that means once you finish the project, that is it. The coach is over. So with clear timeline and measurable goals. So whether addressing executive leadership, public speaking, or conflict resolution, coaching tends to be directive in process, but not directive in content. The coach provides the method, the coaches bring the materials. So their own is to give you the guidelines. It is now left for you to go and carry on the tasks or meet or achieve the goals. They give you the time to achieve it. They gave you the measurement, the goals. They gave you everything. Now it is now for you to go out there and meet all this and look for the materials to use to achieve your goals. They are not going to do that for you. So when people call you coach, when people call themselves coach, or when you meet your coach, this is what they will do. So don't mix it with mentor. Mentor will guide you through, but coach will give you the guidelines, the time scales, and everything, and now allow you to go and carry it on. The coach might still be your coach if you have other things to come, but that particular project that you are doing, they've already given you all what you need. It's now left for you to go and carry on. But when it comes to mentors, they stick with you till you achieve it. I hope you are following me. And then the relationship as well, all that, because there's no more time. Communication style. Mentors are most likely to shape stories, give advice, provide feedback based on their experiences and wisdom. Their language may include personal anecdotes, anecdotes, I don't know how to pronounce, warning, encouragement, and suggestions. Whereas in coaching, on the other hand, ask powerful and open-ended questions to stimulate insight. They explore active listening, learning, framing, and inquiring to help the coachee explore their thoughts and arrive at their own conclusion. For example, mentors, when I face a similar challenge, here is what I did. That's how mentors will talk. This is what I did in my own side. Maybe you want to apply that, but this is what I did. This is the action I took while I was facing that particular challenge. But the coach will say, what's holding you back from making that decision? So their own is to ask questions. You brought your challenges, your problems, your questions to them. The first one, mentor, will say, this is what I did to overcome that. The coach will say, what do you think? What will be your reaction? How do you think you can go about it? You understand? So what's holding you back from making that decision? So you can see the difference on that. So let's go on. Expertise and training. I'm sure you know more about all that. Mentors are usually chosen based on their subject matter expertise and promotional status. Coaches, particularly professionals ones, are often trained and satisfied in coaching frame. So you know about that. So let's move on. Organizational context. Mentors is commonly used in talent, development, succession planning, graduate and interns onboarding, diversity and inclusion effort. Coaching, in another way around, is often employed for executive development, leadership transition, conflict mediation, and performance management. So these are the kind of job areas that you can venture into. So both models add value, but the choice depends on the desired outcome. So they all have values, but their desired outcomes will be different. Do you want to nurture long-term leadership and culture? Or mentoring may serve best if you are looking for long-term. But are you looking to sharpen performance or navigate a transition? Coaching may be more effective because it will meet up the right time and also be able to achieve at a short term. So that is that. I'm not going to go. So the conclusion of it is that mentoring and coaching serve the same ultimate purpose: to support growth, unlock potential, cultivate human excellence. But they walk different paths. Mentoring is a journey of shape experience rooted in wisdom, care, and legacy. Coaching is a journey of self-discovery grounded in presence, inquiring, and performance. So in a world hungry for both knowledge and transformation, we need both mentors and coach. Remember, I've said it before, wise elders and curious guides, storytellers and question askers. By recognizing the difference, we can choose with intention, serve with impact, and build ecosystem where every learner become a leader in their own right. Finally, we know, I won't go, we've done a lot on differences of mentoring, so I won't go through all that anymore because this is just full details from my own side, from my own book that I've written so far. So these are just, let us just move quickly to the last bit. What is leadership and motivation? Remember, we dealt with coaching, we've dealt with mentoring. The last bit is motivation. Leadership is the process of influencing others to understand and agree about what needs to be done and how to do it, and the process of facilitating individual, collectively effort to accomplish their objective. You can get that from ZOC 2023, Leadership in Organization. Leadership is about guiding people towards a goal, like being a team captain who doesn't do all the work, but leads the way and help everyone to work together. Motivation refers to the internal and external forces that initiate, direct, and sustain behavior. Written by Robin S.B. and George T.A. 2023, Organizational Behavior. Motivation is a drive inside people that pushes them to act. Like fuel in a car. Without it, nothing gets done. Simple definition. Leadership is about influence. Motivation is about action. Okay? Leadership is about influence. Motivation is about action. So that means yours is to influence others as a leader. But when you motivate, you are pushing them, encourage them to take action. Okay, so let's move on quickly. All right. Leadership theory, for example, trait theory. This theory says leaders are born, not made. It focuses on quality like confidence, honesty, and intelligence. Okay. And then example, Nelson Mandela had traits like bravery, patience, and with vision. That's why people saw him as a natural leader. Behavior. This theory says leadership is about action, not traits. Anyone can learn to be a leader by behaving the right way. Okay, according to Rook 2023, highlighted that behavioral theory helps organizations train better leaders by focusing on teachable action. Example, a manager who gives clear instruction and also listens to their team is showing good leadership behavior. And so then let us move on. Now, when it comes to motivation theory, I'm sure most of you are familiar with Maslow hierarchy of needs, 1943. Maslow said that people are motivated in stages like climbing a ladder or pyramid. You must satisfy the lower level before you move to the next level. Okay, so basic needs, psychological needs. There are things we must have to survive, like food, water, sleep, and shelter. Example, if someone is hungry or homeless, they won't be thinking about promotion of friendship, isn't it? They just want food and a place to sleep. Okay, so that's the basic one. Then the second one, safety needs. Once base needs are met, people want to feel safe and secure in life, health, job, and finances. For example, an employee worries less and works better when they know they won't lose their job next week and the office environment is safe, isn't it? Then number 3, belonging needs, social needs. Now, people want to feel connected. They want friendship. They want love. They want team. Like today that most of the countries are celebrating Valentine for love. Example, a worker who feels included in team chat, group lunch, or staff bonding event feel more motivated to come to work. That's the main reason why you see, not that they want to waste money, not that they want to social, but the main reason why an organization will set up a group lunch, set up a party, staff party, bonding together, is for them to bond together, to let everybody feel belonging, to let everybody feel they are carry on, to let them feel that they are valuable, to let them feel that they are special. When you are motivated in that area, believe me or not, you will do more. You will perform well. And you'll be able to even work as a team. Then esteem needs. Next, people want respect, recognition, and achievement. So they need to be motivated. They want to feel valued. For example, getting a Best Employee Award or being trusted with an important project boosts confidence and motivation. And I know PCCF does that every time. Dr. Lonsi and the team, they always watch and observe how we are learning together, how we are training. And some of the things to motivate us is to send us a very good gift of awards, which I am so cherishing. I keep them, I'm phone framing them, So that is one of those things. So you build their confidence. You let them feel that whatever they've done is not in vain. You motivate them to do more. Like I always say, yes, it's good to get all these certificates. It's also good to get awards or to be appointed. But the main important thing is that it's a motivation for you to do more, not to relax, not to sit back and say, yes, I've achieved, I've received, I've got 100 certificates, I've got diploma, this, I've got... No, not for you to relax, but for you to be able to do more. That's motivation on its own. Self-actualization. This is the top of the ladder. Here, people want to become the best version of themselves, which we always say it. Be the best of you and do your best and leave the rest. So they will like to. So it's a self-actualization. So that motivates them. You have to motivate yourself as well. People want to become the best version of themselves, to grow, to be creative, and fulfill their true potentials. That's self-motivation. A graphic designer who starts their own creative agency, or someone who volunteers to give back to society, or even some people that are designing for PCCF or even designing for Y.Y.C.I International, they are giving back to the society. Majority of people that are doing voluntary job, they're giving back to their society, and at the same time, they are building themselves up to get better. Either there is job, either they are being paid for it or not, but they are developing themselves. And what you do consistently, you learn, you gain experience. According to Gopaland 2022, confirm Maslow's model still helps HR understand employees' needs. So if you're working in human resources, this is part of it. So you need to know the employee, because every one of us, we have needs. Every one of us, we have our strengths and our weakness, and we want to grow and develop and come out of our weaknesses. So somebody needs to help us. One department needs to help us, to send us for training, to become better, consistent training, consistent learning. Okay, so and many more. So I won't go through all this because I want to just round up. Let me see if I can just ask these questions. Discussion question. What leadership quality did Simon Sinek describe? If I were you as a student, I will go and research for that. That will be your intake. Number 2, how does starting with why motivate people? If I were you, I will start asking myself, why did I do this diploma course? Why did I sit down on Saturday, 14th of February, sitting down to learn from this? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Whether you are a teacher or a leader or you're an entrepreneur. Why are we doing that business? Your why must be strong enough to motivate you to move forward. Your why and your determination will get you there. So if you can know your why, then you'll be determined and you will focus and you will continue. No matter the situation, no matter the circumstances that comes your way, when your why is strong, it motivates you to keep going. Can you think of a leader at school, work, church who uses this style of motivation? Can you think of any? Wherever you are, in any organization, in schools, in church, in your environment, or even your own mentees and mentors, and even those people you admire. Can you think of a leader who uses this style of motivation? And then the last one, which theory, trait, behavior fits these speakers best? Which theory? All the things we've been saying since morning for the past 1.5 hours now. Which one that is your best? So on this note, I would like to ask one simple question. And I want every one of us that are still on the platform to ask me. Now that you know that now that you know that mentoring and coaching are different. Now I want you all to please write something down for me on this platform. What is the difference? As many as you can think of from what we've learned today, what is the difference between the what is the difference between the mentoring and coaching? Please start writing so that we can finish up on time. I want everybody to start teaching me now. From what I have learned and what you know already, what is the difference between coaching and mentoring? Who will be the first to quickly? I've finished my teaching, so I need this question so that I will know that you've learned and you've gained something from my teaching. So what is the differences between mentoring and coaching? Please write. I'm waiting. The differences between mentoring and coaching. Mr. Y.Y.C.I, I've already finished my teaching. I just want response from you before we say bye-bye. Mr. Y.Y.C.I, Mr. Ali Kamara, Mr. Marvelous Jala, Dr. Lonson Tom, Miss Gloria Lonson, and Mr. Sunday Nelson. What's the difference between mentoring and coaching? As much as you can write on the chat box, we want to learn from you. Are we typing? The difference between mentoring and coaching. Please. I'm waiting. It's already 1 o'clock here, and I'm sure it's already 2 o'clock in your area. Bear in mind that we started very late. We started at 11:30, and you started from your own country 12:30. So this is the last question I'm asking you, please. What is the differences between mentoring and coaching? And that will round up our teaching for this afternoon. Hello, Mr. Marvelous. Mr. Ali Kamara, are you all busy typing? Dr. Lonson, please help me out. Miss Gloria Lonson, I hope none of you are sleeping. You are all with me. And we would like you to respond to my question. Mr. Sunday, I believe is coming back to come and respond because we have to finish together. Hello, are you still here with me? What is the difference between mentoring and coaching? Please, somebody should break the silence. Even if you want to say it, you can just unmute yourself and say it. But we have to end this program with this question being answered. What is the differences between mentoring and coaching? The more you understand it, the more you will know what you are doing. Thank you so much, Miss Gloria. Thank you so much. Now, it's jumping first. Let me read it as I learn. Mentoring, that is Mrs. Gloria Lawson. Mentoring is a long-term holistic relationship focused on personal and professional growth or development via guidance, while coaching is a short-term structured process focused on improving specific skills or performance. Thank you so much. Mr. Ali Kamara, coaching is a structured, goal-focused process that helps someone improve skills, special skills, and achieve divine outcome. While mentoring is a relationship where a more experienced person mentor shares knowledge, advice, and guidance with someone less experienced mentee. Thank you so much, Mr. Kamara. Dr. Lawson, I just have to drink before I read because I know Dr. Lawson will give me in full. Okay, Dr. Lawson, a great leader in the platform, the founder of PCCF. A mentor is typically more experienced in your field. They guide you based on their own journey. Conversation may include career path, leadership growth, confidence, or industry insight. Example, a senior manager advising a junior employee on career progression. Coaching. A coaching does not need to be an expert in your specific field. Okay? They use questioning techniques to help you think, reflect, and problem solve. Okay? Often focus on improving skills, e.g., leadership, presence, communication, and productivity. Right. Example, a leadership coach helping you prepare for a promotion interview. Absolutely. Mr. Marvelous. Thank you so much, Dr. Lawson. Mr. Marvelous Jala, mentoring, a lifelong process spanning different areas of a person's life, especially their academic and professional life. Coaching, this defines specific goals that is meant to be achieved, but only one a very short period. Now that we've known about the differences between mentoring and coaching, I would like to add this question to it again. Now that you know both the mentoring and coaching, so is it possible to be a mentor and at the same time activate coaching in your way of dealing? Is it very possible? Is it possible for you to be a mentor and also apply coaching system? Is it possible? And how? Mentoring is a long-term relationship between the mentor and the mentee in achieving relationship both in skills, character, leadership, growth, and many more. While coaching is act of teaching given specific skills to achieve a desirable result in short period of time. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Osai. So the next question will be, and I want us to answer that one easy, just yes or no, and then tell us the reason. Is it possible to be a mentor and still apply coaching system in your mentorship? And how are you going to do that? Is it possible? You are a mentor and you also want to help your mentee further, and then you are applying some coaching techniques. Is it possible? I want you to give me, I know my own answer already, but I want answer from you. Is it possible to be a mentor and also apply coaching techniques? bear in mind that coaching techniques, so one of them is establishing or creating an opportunity to teach or to allow to create a platform for others to come and learn on that, and then maybe you are teaching, or there's a specific topic that you think they need to know. That's what we call coaching, isn't it? I'm listening. I'm reading. Okay. Because we don't want to waste much of your time, I will just round up with this question answered. Mentor, yes, it's long term. Coaching is short term. And it is possible for somebody that is mentoring to also apply coaching techniques. I'll tell you how. Dr. Lonson Tom is a mentor and also a coach. He's a great teacher. So he can teach you like a leadership, because he's very good in leadership. So he can teach you, and he also can create a platform for other experts to come in and teach you on that relationship, on that leadership. So Dr. Lonson is one of the great leaders in the society that can be a mentor and also combine both mentoring and coaching together. Same also Mrs. Elizabeth Lucas, because she is a mentor. She can also teach in the areas of relationship, leadership, transformational leadership, and mindset, and also create a platform where other leaders as well can come and teach in that area. Okay, let me see. People are now responding. Okay, let me see what we've done. Right. Dr. Lonson, thank you so much. Yes, it's absolutely possible to be both a mentor and apply coaching. In fact, many effective leaders blend the two intentionally. However, they are not the same thing. Here is how they differ and how they can work together. Mentoring is usually based on your experience, involved guidance and advice. Okay? And then more directive. Here is what worked for me. A mentor shares knowledge, opens doors, and helps someone navigate a path they are already walked in. But he didn't stop there. Then he said coaching. Coaching is usually based on facilitating thinking involved, asking powerful questions, focused on helping the person find their own answers. Absolutely. I think during that time, we can call it like a consulting consulting, because when you are now helping, you want to help them, you need to first of all apply the coaching technicals. You need to ask them questions. So, for example, somebody wants to become a medical, you ask them, what's the subject you like most? What's the subject you've studied? What's the subject? What's your skills? What's your strength? What is your area? From there, you'll be able to now guide them. Okay, if this is your area, I know so and so that can teach you. I know somebody that can also give you some information. I have some information for you. And then on top of that, I have a platform I created whereby I can invite all the teachers to come over there and then they teach you. So from there, they're applying both the mentorship and the coaching. So, based on facilitating thinking, involve asking powerful questions, focus on helping the person find their own answers, less directive. What options do you see? A coach doesn't give solution. They only suggest. I'm not even thinking mentors does as well. So a coach doesn't give solution. They help the person develop clarity and ownership, while the mentors just guide you through. They don't dictate, they don't impose. You come to them with what you want to do, and then they will ask so many questions, so many experiences. That's what they will do. They will not impose that, no, don't do this, do that. No. They will only give you and guide you. So that is very good. Thank you so much, sir, Dr. Lonson Tom. Our madam, yes, Miss Gloria Lonson. I think one can be a mentor to be coach also sings together, as long as they know the difference and as long as they apply it appropriately. Very good. Mr. Osai says yes. Reason, it depends on the relationship between the mentor and his mentees. I will agree on that, because some mentors, some mentees, they don't even know what their areas of performing. They don't know why they are asking this person to mentor them. They don't even know what they want others to mentor them. So something like that, yes. But then when the relationship will start building, maybe the mentors can now discover what you really need. Because some of us, we don't know what we need at a certain time. But when we start building that relationship, building rapport, and then knowing and listening to one another, then we'll be able to help the person, So it's very, very important. Thank you so much for everyone that have contributed to this amazing teaching. So on this note, motivation is for everyone to motivate yourself and also motivate others. Motivate those people that are working for you. Motivate those people that you are working together in the same team. Motivate those people around you. Motivate everyone, because we all need that motivation to go to our next level. And there are different kinds of motivation. We cannot teach on this because the time has gone, but I will implore you to keep reading, keep studying, keep learning until you get better understanding and apply it into your leadership. So on this note, I want to say thank you so much for giving me this amazing opportunity to teach on this particular topic of mentoring, coaching, and motivation. Over to you, sir, Dr. Nonsington. Dr. Lonsington, over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm with you. I'm with everyone. In fact, I am achieving a lot in this class today. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. On behalf of PCCF Prestige Cluster Consulting Firm, we want to say a very big thank you to you for always giving us your time, your everything about you, and also giving us your Y.Y.C.I platform to learn. Indeed, you have been a great coach and a great mentor for many years to someone like me and my entire organization. We will not take this privilege for granted. We say a very big thank you. May
Thank you,
long
sir.
live to you and
Amen.
Y.Y.C.I. And
Amen.
also to all the students that have endeavored to join. We appreciate you also for joining this class today. In fact, when I set my eyes on the number, even though I know the number is not encouraging, but I can categorically say yes, these are the people that God destined to be part of this class today. Your coming to this class today can never be in vain. I believe you have achieved a lot. Many of you do not know that there are ways to differentiate coaching and mentorship and motivation. But in this class today, you have achieved that. Please take this lecture, utilize it in your own organization, in your own company, in your own family, in your own church, because I know we have pastors here too. So please, we appreciate you. Tonight, we will not have any session in the night, in the evening. We will return back to class tomorrow, Sunday evening, on WhatsApp. And also we'll continue like that until we end on Wednesday. The Lord strengthen us. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you, ma. God bless you, ma.